Hello, my name is Nate Firle, and just want to give my experience with the CTIS system as well as the combination with the VF tires. This tractor, our 7280R, is a tractor that has become a very instrumental tool on our farm, especially our research farm. We use this tractor for doing our primary tillage in the spring. We also have an 8-row planter that we put behind it that we do a lot of our fill acres, our larger study acres with. And then we actually remove the duals and put our side dress applicator on it for summer, use it to pull buggies around to do tours. And then in the fall, we use this as our ripper tractor. So we're doing most of our fall tillage with this tractor setup. What really excited me about both of these technologies was the capabilities of the variability of application. So what we started to see here this last fall was the yield increases. So because we could lower those tire pressures down to that 6 with that spring tillage pass, we did reduce that tire track where we didn't see it from the yield monitor like we oftentimes see from that tillage pass. The features that I guess I really like about the tires specifically is just the ability to run them down to that low PSI and getting those 3, if not 4 active lugs on the ground. The CTIS system, man, it's cool. It's cool to just simply hit that road mode button and watch that tire inflation go. We set them at 28 PSI for road travel. We feel like that's really maximizing the life of the tire and helping us with that control on that road travel. This is a tractor that can go over 30 miles an hour down the road, so having that traction or having the steerability has been pretty nice too. So, but yeah, having the ability to change that PSI from the cab is just fantastic to get into the field, hit that field mode, watch everything drop. When you see the lines hanging off, my first thought too was, I'm gonna catch a tree branch, or we're gonna catch something coming in and out of small doors and ripping it off. So there was concern about it. On the mud, not so much. We've seen a lot of residue, especially in the fall doing our ripping. We've seen a lot of things hit this in particular and haven't had any issues with it. The peace of mind really is knowing these valves. This was something I didn't realize when we installed this system, was that we had to drill a whole new hole into the rim. And actually when Blake sent me a picture of the install, I could see in the background somebody with a drill drilling right into the rim, and it was a grave concern at that point because I didn't realize that we had to put a new hole in. But once I understood the purpose of this valve, and if a line breaks, there's a safety shutoff in there to where it won't drain the line air or it won't drain the air out of the tires. So there's peace of mind knowing that if we do snag and rip a hose off, we're not gonna be left stranded in the middle of the field. So we have taken the wheels off. We do it in the summer when we put the side dress applicator on. And then we also take them back off for the winter. We have a snowblower that we put on the front 3-point and PTO. Taking the tires on and off, not as big of a problem. It's actually pretty quick. NTS helped us by marking the rims so that we could put them right back in the same bolt hole pattern. That was just important simply from the length of the lines. So we didn't have to redo any of the line length when we put it back together. But yeah, it's just a simple 2 quick couplers here, taking the lug bolts out, and it's that simple. So really not much of a change to the process of taking duals on and off.
What's your maintenance protocol?
Maintenance protocol for this system?
Yep.
I don't think we have a maintenance protocol for the system. To be honest with you, one of the things that I did do before winter was I did drain the air tank just to make sure that there was no water in the lines. Other than that, there was no maintenance to the system, just making sure that it was winterized. I like on the monitor having the presets, so it's a simple field mode and road mode, and let the system do its thing. And the ability to adjust it too on the fly. I like that there's not so many options of presets, I guess is the best thing, because I think you can get analysis by paralysis here with this system, trying to identify what's that absolute perfect PSI to run at. It doesn't necessarily mean the lowest PSI is the best PSI in all applications. Something that I would definitely recommend for farmers, not only from the variability aspect of it, but also because we're optimizing that footprint and we're getting the maximum performance out of our tractor by simply looking at the tires and the inflation kit that we can add.